Good morning, everyone. This is Lola with LolaRist.com. Give me a minute. I need to pull up my Facebook, and we're going to get going. Today's going to be a fast one. Facebook. We have appointments coming up at 9 o'clock. Just out of town, so we're going to do this fairly fast. So if you're with us, hi Doris, nice to have you with me today. I'm going to go pretty fast, Doris, so I'm not going to do a lot of comments to people responding. I will get back with you as fast as I can afterwards, but let me pull this up. We're going to do a fun fold today, Doris. There it is. This is the Morning, Jonna. Nice to have you here too. The WV fold. So give me a moment. Doris, we have two Dorises. Hi, Doris. Hale Thomas. Nice to have you with us too. All right. So guys, I have to go do taxes. I hate taxes. I hate to do taxes. So I have to go do that. And Jim will tell you that I don't procrastinate a lot, but I did procrastinate on taxes. Just really dislike. So we're going to get started here, and we're going to do a card that's called the WV fold. It's a fun fold that has, and it's not one you're going to use a lot with a lot of people. This is a special person because it takes one sheet of paper. You're only going to get one card per paper because you're going to cut it 5.5 by 11. But if you look at it from the top, you should be able to see the whole. Oh, yes, I agree, Doris. You should be able to see the W and then the V in front of it, okay? Does that come across on there? W and then the V. Disregard this part of it. There's your W and your V, okay? So we're going to start with that. I have typed up the tutorial, and it will be on LolaRist.com. You can check it out, but you'll want to do that later because I have to go do the tax stuff. So it'll probably be after lunch before I get it because I have another appointment right after that. If you already receive it in your mailbox, it'll be tomorrow. So if you want to see it today, you'll need to go on to LolaRist.com. So we're going to take a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 11, and we're going to score it multiple times. We're going to score it at 1 3/4. I always have to question this. 1 3/4, and then 3.5. Got to get it right in the channel and angle down. 5 1/4. Whoops, and I came off, but it'll be fine with where I'm going. Okay, and 7. So I scored at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4. And 7, okay? Just pray this all goes right. Okay, so now we're gonna do a kind of an accordion fold. We're gonna start off, increase it with the bone folder. Now I'm gonna go back. And then I'm gonna go forward, so it has that whole accordion look to it. And back. You know, we used to do this in art class at school. Oh my gosh, how fun was it? Okay, so that was our big piece. We're going to be using the Plentiful Plants, and we're going to use Bloom Where You're Planted, the DSP. Jonna, every time I hear that, I think of ours. That was one of the first songs that we played together at the Catholic school years ago for Mass. Okay, I'm going to start with Cinnamon Cider, which is one of the colors going out. Wasn't one of my favorites. In fact, it may already be out. I don't know. It just didn't appeal to me well. But we have a piece of cinnamon cider that is 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. So I'm going to change up the look of the card that I gave you earlier because on the other card I did not have a mat here and a DSP. I'm going to put one in here now. Okay. And then I took the brick paper from Bloom Where You're Planted, and we're going to measure this at, I've got it written here, just give me a second, 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to adhere it there. Okay, and it's going to go this way. Okay, so when you were looking at the other card, and I'll pull it back out, I had this blank. I did not put anything there. This one is going to have a little bit of a different look to it, okay? All right, then I'm going to take a piece of cinnamon cider that is a 2 7/8 square. And I'm also then going to take a piece of white, basic white that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square. And on it, I stamped just a little pot with cinnamon cider. And then I used evening evergreen to stamp the flower above it. And that's going to be my inside for my, be able to write a little message. And it will be little because there's not a lot of space. Okay. Okay, just a second. Okay. All right, so that is gonna go, and I'm gonna go on ahead and just put it in here, kind of using my brick lines to help center it. And then we'll have the inside of the card done. Actually, the worst of this is always the cutting. It's not the actual putting it together. Putting it together goes really fast. So when this folds, that will be covered up, okay? Then I had to have 3 strips of DSP. The 3 strips are 1.5 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to have 3 strips of cinnamon cider, which are 1 5/8 by 5 3/8. I know I'm going fast on that, but again, it will all be on my PDF. You just need to go to lolarisk.com and it will be there this afternoon. So make a note to go there and check it out. All right. I'm going to put that on here like so. Bloom where you're planted, I know. Okay, so there are actually 4 sections to this card that are I think it's 1 3/4. Yeah, 1 3/4. You will only be doing 3. If you want to do a 4th one, that's up to you. The ones that I've seen, they always just decorate 3 panels and leave 1 separate. So we're going to go on ahead and put these now, and I have 2 of them already adhered. I'm going to put these right here. Sunshine today, daffodils blooming. We had a little rain come through last night, but not too bad. Okay, I already have the next 2 strips all ready to go, so I'm just going to lay them in, and we will have the majority of our card going here. Huh. I'm missing 2 pieces. So if you are new to me and have never been with me before, you know that this is called, Mondays are called stamping on the fly or crafting on the fly, because I just have time to get a portion of it together and I don't have time the night before to practice it. So a lot of times things maybe are missing, I might be missing something, or I have to step off to the side and go get a piece that is missing, like right now. So I will be right back. It's going to be cut. I will be right back. I tell you to count to 50, but you probably will get there faster than me. Go! Are you already at 50? Here I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna cut ourselves a strip of evening evergreen, 3 by 6. I thought I would find it laying on my paint table, or my, not paint table, on my craft table, but I did not, so it'll show up eventually. And then I'm gonna take one that is 2 7/8 by 5 7/8. Okay, 2 7/8 by 5 7/8. And while I'm thinking about it, I want to make a note that I need to add something to my tutorial. Add cinnamon cider 2 7/8 by 5 7/8. Evening evergreen is there, so we're good, okay? All right, now we're gonna go on ahead and score this at 3 in the middle. And we're gonna fold it. Like that. 54. Oh, took me longer. I was not running today. I've been up going at it for a while, girls. Okay, so I was sitting here thinking I need to cut that piece, but I don't because I already have them in squares. So I cut myself a cinnamon cider square that is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, okay? And I'm gonna put that so that this is gonna be my card. The W is there, the V is there, and so I'm going to put my image on the back side of that fold, like so, okay? And then I'm gonna go on ahead and take my DSP and I cut it at 2 3/4 square, but this time I want to use the reversal. I want to use the green side. So I'm going to flip it. So we have a corresponding one. I didn't use this set a lot. I love the paper, but I don't know. I didn't get as much use out of it as I was hoping I would. There's always so much stuff to use. Okay, I have already done this one. This was that 2 7/8 square. This is the 2 3/4 square DSP, and I'm gonna put it on here. And I wanna make sure that my plants, they look like I've got pieces going up and down, so I'm gonna do that. Like so. Okay. All right, so when we fold it, we have it like this. Now we're gonna decorate the front, and the front will be the one that is on the left. I took the trellises, and they had little paper lattice. I don't know if this is going out or not. I don't remember seeing it in the catalog either way. It's a paper lattice like this. You get 10 of them in the package. And I cut it down. I just literally took my paper cutter and just kind of cut it down. I wanted smaller, and I didn't really want any of the little edgy things too much, so I just kind of trimmed on it. Let's get one more here piece off. Okay. All right, and so it's like 3 by 4. 3 squares across by 4 down, and I made sure that I left them completely intact so that they are completely enclosed circles or squares. I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue. My acrylic mat. And I'm just gonna kind of put a dot of glue on every one of these little circled intersections of the trellis. Another piece that would have been really pretty, I think your that lacy doily probably is about the same size. It might fit. Okay. Just enough glue to kind of get it to stick. Okay. I'm gonna go the 4 up and the 3 across. And then in the paper, you have actual plants. Good morning, Lisa. Nice to have you with us. Lisa, I've shared with them that I'm on a mission today to get to taxes. And I am making this relatively fast. So I've done all my pre-stamping and everything. So let us go with some of this pieces of dimensionals and just cut some. This is paper that has the pre-stamped plants, and you can just cut them, or you can use the stamp set and print and stamp them off whatever color you want. It was fast, and I just pulled these out last night and ran a couple of them. Good thing those are done already. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go on ahead and take those off. And I want to make sure that I have all of this showing, so I'm going to kind of get it up here a little higher. My plant pot is underneath. So I'm just going to put this right here in the middle of the trellis. Okay. And I'm going to take my pot and put my pot below. Oh, everybody hates taxes, don't they? And I'm really not that big of a procrastinator, but I heard Jim telling somebody else. He said he's a procrastinator, but I took the cake on this one with taxes. So there's my pot. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And then all I did was take a piece of half an inch strip of basic white, and I'm just going to kind of flag point the ends. Not going to be perfect. That's just the way it is. I'm not a perfect friend, that's for sure. And I'm going to take these and put dimensionals not under the part that goes across the pot. I'm going to put it on the other end so that it's flush across the pot. Okay. I think I've got it good enough. Let's take this off. Let's go with a smaller piece just in case. Okay. And take those off. And I'm just going to put that right across here, like so. Let's come down just a hair so I don't cover up the lip of the pot. And we are almost done, guys. That's how fast this was. Oh, thanks, Marcia. This has been a popular thing. People have been using quite a bit. Okay, so now here's the deal. When you go to place it, you want to make sure that covers that up. Oh gosh, is that not stinking cute? I got this idea from, I cased the catalog. I believe it's in the catalog where they did like a 3x3 card with that lattice on the back side of it. But I love that brick. But here's the deal. You have to be very careful. On the back side, you only put adhesive on the ends. Do not put it here in the middle. Put it on the end and on the end, like so. Okay. I want to make sure that it completely covers this, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to lay this directly on top so that I know it is covered. Don't stick it down. Okay, once I have it where I think it's pretty even, looks pretty good, I'm going to lightly tap this in place, not too much, just lightly, just enough to get it to hold. Then I bring this in and I put this in and we should be good. Okay, there it is. There it is. Now I'm going to take something off because I don't think I want it right like that. I want to come over here a little bit less. So I'm going to tape it down again. That's why I said do it carefully and lightly. Tap it, bring it in. See if I've got it centered better now. I like that better. Okay? When you open it up, there's your W fold, W-V fold. So this is part, it's gone. And there it is. Not a hard card. The worst of it, oh, thank you, Lisa. The worst of it is always the cutting of the paper, okay? And I like mats, so I will do a lot of mats. I'm going to do one tomorrow on my blog that's a kid's card. Let's face it, they just want what's in the card. They don't want to care about the card. So we're going to do it, and it's not going to have mats. It's going to be a very fast one, just a simplified one, okay? But yeah, that is beautiful. That turned out absolutely gorgeous. So here's one that I'm doing for a card class next week. This is the one that I'm doing. I'm going to go back, and I might, if I have enough of that DSP right there, I might go on ahead and stick some of that back here in the back. It's going to depend on if I have enough or not, because I do like the look of it with that. Okay? All right. There's my card, guys. There's my card. Hope you enjoyed that. And now it's off to the nasty tax appointment. So anyhow, take care. Have a great day. Get outside. Enjoy some pretty sunshine and some warmer temperatures. And God bless. All right. Bye-bye.